Good morning 8th class students. In previous class, 4th lesson reproduction in animals, I explained about sexual reproduction in animals and I explained about menstrual cycle and I explained about how implantation takes place and what is meant by gestation period. Once again I repeat what is meant by gestation period. The time required for fully development of embryo is called gestation period, that is 270 to 280 days. Okay, and I explained about implantation. Implantation means attachment of embryo to the walls of uterus is called implantation. Now I will explain about next important topic, that is test tube babies. What you mean by test tube babies? If you will observe in some female human beings, sometimes these fallopian tubes or oviducts will be closed. So that in that situation they cannot bear babies. They cannot bear babies. They cannot produce babies. Why? Because when fallopian tubes are blocked, ovum cannot enter into the fallopian tube. Already I explained in the previous class. In fallopian tubes, fertilization takes place. Union of male and female gametes takes place in fallopian tube of female reproductive system. But if you will observe in some human beings, these fallopian tubes, also called as oviducts, will be closed. During that time, they produce ovum, but ovum cannot enter into the fallopian tube. So, in such cases, test tube babies are preferable. What do you mean by test tube babies? If you will observe, in such situations, the way in which human beings, female human beings, oviducts are closed in that human beings, ovum will be collected. Ovum will be collected, and the sperms will be collected from male, and these two are fused in test tube. The sperm and ovum fused in the test tube, and the zygote will be formed in test tube. One zygote will be formed in test tube, and the zygote will be developed into embryo. This embryo injected into the female uterus. So this condition is called test tube babies, are also called as in vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization also called as artificial pregnancy. Some people thought test tube, some people have wrong opinion about test tube babies. Means baby, some people thought in test tube babies, baby grown in test tube. No, so that is not correct. Test tube baby means zygote will be formed in test tube. After that, zygote will be developed into embryo. Embryo insert into the mother uterus or female uterus. This process is called test tube babies, also called as in vitro fertilization or artificial pregnancy. So test tube baby means sperm ovum fused in test tube. That's why they get name called test tube babies. Now fertilization outside of the body. What do you mean by fertilization? Fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. In some animals like earthworm or frog and fish, if you will observe in these organisms, male releases sperms in water, female releases ova, thousands of ova in water. Already I explained why they release thousands of eggs or ova at a time. Already I explained in previous class. No, so they release male frog releases sperms in water, female frog or female fish releases more eggs in water. The fertilization takes place in water. This type of fertilization is called external fertilization. Example: frog, earthworm, fish. Next, hermaphrodite. What do you mean by hermaphrodite? The organisms which have two sex organs in a single animal, like testis and ovary present in single animal, that is called hermaphrodite or bisexual animal. Or bisexual. Bi means two, sexual means sex organs will be present in one animal. Example: earthworm. If you will observe earthworm, we can find out testis and ovary in a single earthworm, that is called hermaphrodite, also called as bisexual animals. Next, sexual dimorphic animals. If you will observe the animals like humans or insects, amphibians, reptiles, birds, mammals. If you will observe in this group of organisms, we can separate or distinguish male with female. Testis present in males, ovary present in females. Such animals are called sexual dimorphic animals. Example: insects, amphibians, reptiles, birds, and mammals are human beings. So, in this group of organisms, we can distinguish male with the female. With the help of secondary sexual characters, we can separate male with the female. For example, if you will take frog, we can find out some sounds during rainy season produced by frog, no? That is male frog. That sound is called croaking sound. This sound will be produced by male frog to attract female frog for copulation. So, with the help of secondary sexual characters, we can distinguish male with the female in sexual dimorphic animals. Now, I will explain about life cycle of frog. Do you know frog is a amphibious animal which can live both land and water? Do you know frog lays eggs? Eggs develop into larva called as tadpole larva. Larva develop into, next larva develop into adult one. Adult lays eggs. This is the life cycle of frog. Do you know how the tadpole larva looks like? The tadpole larva looks like fish. The tadpole larva looks like fish. Now, I will explain about a topic known as metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. What is meant by metamorphosis means development of larva. Which larva? Tadpole larva into adult frog, known as metamorphosis. Development of tadpole larva into adult frog is known as metamorphosis. Do you know, children? If you observe in human beings, the young ones similarly looks like into adults. Correct or not? A small baby looks like into her father or her mother. But if you will take in frogs, the larva does not looks like adult frog. The larva of frog does not looks like adult frog. Why? Because the larva of frog looks like fish rather than a frog. That's why this process is known as metamorphosis. Very important. What is meant by metamorphosis? Development of tadpole larva into adult frog, known as metamorphosis. This is life cycle of frog. Now, I will explain about another important topic, that is story of Dolly, a clone. A clone. Do you know, children, what is meant by cloning? Cloning means production of a same or similar copy of organism from a single cell, known as cloning. What is meant by cloning? Production of similar copy or same copy of parent from a single cell is known as cloning. Do you know cloning is a type of asexual reproduction? Why? Because in cloning we can find out a new organism from a single cell without involvement of gametes and without involvement of female and male organism. So cloning is a type of asexual reproduction. Now I will explain cloning with the help of a small story known as story of Dolly. Dolly is a sheep which born in the year of 5th July 1996. This cloning was conducted by a scientist called Ian Wilmut. Ian Wilmut. Ian Wilmut is the scientist who cloned first sheep, and he named the first cloned sheep as Dolly. In the process of cloning, First he selected two sheep. One name is Finn Dorset sheep and second one is Scottish Blackface ewe. Both are sheep. First he collected a cell of mammary glands. First he collected Scottish cell of mammary glands of. In the process of cloning, Anne Wilmot collected a cell of mammary glands in Scottish Blackface ewe. First he collected a cell which presented mammary glands. Mammary glands means milk glands. Milk glands. He collected a cell from mammary glands of Scottish Blackface ewe. And also he collected egg. Egg means here ovum from Finn Dorset sheep. Finn Dorset sheep. Now he means here Anne Wilmot. Anne Wilmot collected. Now see here. And he removed. He means Anne Wilmot. Anne Wilmot removed nucleus. Anne Wilmot removed nucleus of egg cell. Anne Wilmot removed nucleus of egg cell and he introduced nucleus of mammary gland cell. So, and he implanted that egg into Scottish Blackface ewe. Finally, Scottish Blackface ewe give the birth to a sheep and named as Dolly. Do you know? Dolly looks like Finn Dorset sheep. Dolly looks like Finn Dorset sheep. Again, I repeat the story of Dolly once again. I repeat the story of Dolly once again. A scientist called Anne Wilmot conducted experiments on sheep. He selected Finn Dorset sheep and second one is Scottish Blackface ewe. Scottish Blackface ewe. First he selected Finn Dorset sheep cell, mammary gland cell. Mammary gland means milk glands. He collected a cell from mammary gland of Finn Dorset sheep and he collected egg cell of Scottish Blackface ewe and he removed nucleus of egg cell. He removed nucleus. Here for example, this is a cell of mammary gland and this is a cell of egg cell. He removed the nucleus of egg cell. And he introduced the nucleus of cell of mammary gland into Scottish Blackface ewe egg cell. He introduced the nucleus of mammary gland cell into egg cell of Scottish Blackface ewe. And finally, the egg cell was implanted into the Scottish Blackface ewe. After some days, the Scottish Blackface ewe give birth to a sheep known as Dolly. Do you know the Dolly looks like Finn Dorset sheep? Why? Because the egg he means Anne Wilmot collected egg from Scottish Blackface ewe. But he removed the nucleus of egg cell of Scottish Blackface ewe and he introduced nucleus of mammary gland cell of Finn-Dorset sheep into the egg cell, no? So here the Finn-Dorset sheep, the Scottish blackface give birth to the sheep, looks like exactly Finn-Dorset sheep. Okay children, this topic again, this story of Dolly again I will explain when you will come to the school once again. Why? Because it is a confusing topic, that's why I will explain this topic once again when you will come to the school. Okay children, thank you.